Parents. Now there's a fun topic. Coaches, I had the most incredible group of parents the last 3 years. They were supportive, they were kind, they got the kids to practice. Anything I ever needed or anything I ever asked for, they were there. And even them, I'm going to have to pick on them just a little bit, and we're going to have some fun in this video looking at some of our greatest hits and how the adults hurt the kids on the floor and how the kids ended up reacting to what was done. One of the coaches I greatly respect, he died a few years back, is Bob Bigelow, a former NBA player, wrote a couple of books, Just Let the Kids Play, was his first one back in 2001. He dedicated the last 40-some years of his life to the study of grade school sports. And I want you to hear real quickly what he says about decision-making with grade school children on a basketball court.
Basketball, soccer, lacrosse, hockey. We'll leave aside baseball and football for now. 4 major team sports in this country. If you are 7 years old playing those sports, 10 years old, 20, 30, or 50, and you are on that field or venue of play, while you're doing this, you are making 2 decisions every second you're out there. 2 decisions. Little math for you, every 10 seconds, you make 20 decisions. Ask yourself a question. You're on the sidelines as a coach or a parent. You're going to yell at those kids to do something while they're in the middle of this 2-second decision making?
So when it comes to games, I tell the parents their job is to be ambassadors for our school. If any kid on an opposing team is having a rough go of it, bullying, whatever, at his or her school, then we'd obviously love for our parents to be so wonderful to all the other parents on the other teams that they look at us and we kind of become everybody's second favorite team. Everybody roots for us. We want them to feel welcome in our building, all that good stuff. But what you don't want from your parents is you don't want them coaching the players during the game. Obviously, I love this group of parents. They were absolutely amazing, and so I'm going to keep their names out of all of this as we go ahead and post our laundry here on YouTube a little bit. But this is just so you guys can get an idea, even with one of the best group of parents I've ever worked with, how you got to kind of stay on top of each other and help each other out. Because adults, we tend to get really into these games, but the games really do belong to the kids. Watch what happens when number 24 picks up her dribble, and listen to her mother from the stands getting all excited. We did look at and listen to this in film study the following week, and I told this kid, I said, I love your mother dearly, but you're getting some horrible advice. Remember in our last video about Michael Collins and backside spacing, it took about 5 games to really get our girls to start doing this. Take a listen to this dad when his daughter figures out the Michael Collins principle and the advice that he gives her.
And again, in there, rebound. Oh, that was not quite.
No, I am trying so hard to get them to do this. Please don't tell them to do the opposite thing that I taught them. As our parents are getting more and more into this game and wanting a referee to call an obvious travel. If the referee calls the travel, the other team's defense sets up. If this bad pass then is allowed to be thrown in the air, we can steal it and get a chance for a possible fast break at the other end of the floor, right? I can't pick on our parents if I won't also pick on myself. Here's one where I got a little too into the game and tried to give too much instruction while the game is going on, and I ended up causing my girl to double dribble. And you can see she's mad at me. She's got this look in her eyes looking at me like, Coach, just shut up and let me play. This last one was a fun chain of events. Take a look at this ball going out of bounds. Yes, my girl number 33 possibly could have grabbed it, and her dad saw that and made that comment to her. Look at the death stare that she gives to her parents on the sideline. Then, of course, with her mind not where it should be, 2 plays later, take a look at her defensive effort as the girl goes right by her because she's still thinking about what her parents were saying 2 plays ago. We ended up having to take a timeout and talk about this, and I told the girls right in front of their parents who were listening in, don't listen to your parents. And then by the end of the game, my high post ends up getting coached up a little bit by her mom at the scores table, and her reaction is absolutely priceless.
Can't listen to her mom coaching her.
So coaches, not much has changed since the 1990s when those wise old philosophers, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, famously sang. You know, parents are the same no matter time or space. They don't understand the kids are going to make some mistakes. So to all you grade school kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand.